Welcome to Auckland Netball Centre for the first match of round 7, and what a match it was. 9 from 9 for the Pulse. They beat the Magic 52-29. Liana, the Pulse were basically perfect.
Everywhere, from defence to attack, they just play so well together as a team. We often hear Rory going on about the processes, and you can tell they all know what it's about and when to pull out what, and it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, look, invisible threads, that's what they had out there tonight. And the MVP, it was Kelly Jury. She was everywhere and she had great stats.
I'm loving the fact that she's loving being in the Pulse whenever you talk to her about it, and that's probably a reflection of why she's playing so well. And just getting in front of the shooters, hassling the ball. She gets her arms in the way, and her speed off the mark is something that's really been evident to me that she's worked on this year. And like you said before, she's had a few injuries, but she's coming out really strong every game that she's playing.
Yeah, and it's great to see she combined with both Rory and Ellie Temu tonight. Well, down the other end, the player that stood out for us for the Magic, Georgia Tong. She got her 3rd start for the Magic. She deserves a 4th.
She did absolutely amazing tonight, moving her feet, confusing the space on those shooters, and she did everything that she could to get some ball for her team, but unfortunately obviously couldn't score at the other end. But I like her. I think she just needs to come out a little bit more for intercepts. We know she's got the speed, but that will come with the experience, and defence is all about timing, and the more you do it, the more confident you'll get.
Yeah, and they've picked up some beautiful ball for the Magic. Their challenge is scoring it. So if we look at the stats, what sticks out for you, Liana?
Obviously, we can't go past the goal percentage. 91% for the likes of the Pulse and 69% for Magic's just not good enough. And something that doesn't show there is the deflections. Magic actually had more deflections than the Pulse, but the story of their night, it just doesn't go their way. And we look at turnovers, Pulse actually quite high for what I've expected to the Magic's 20.
And 29 goals. That is just not enough if you want to win a match, particularly against the Pulse.
Absolutely not. And unfortunately, we keep going on about the shooting percentage, but if that can creep up into the 80s, then at least they score from their own ball, and that will make them better players. But Pulse, Ikanasio having a great game, 97% done, finishing at 90. Grace McLean will be happy with her 2 from 2 at 100%, and Maturo 2 from 4.
Well, that was the first match of this round, and it was the Pulse 52-29. They remain undefeated. And then tomorrow's the Wellingtonians. They back it up 5 p.m. against the Stars. Then on Sunday, it is yet again another doubleheader. At 5 is the Tactics versus the Stars. Then at 6:45, the Steel against the Magic. And to round things off on Monday, it is the Mystics up against the Magic. So that's it, the first game of round 1. It's done and dusted, and what a surprise, it was the Pulse 52-29 over the Magic.
The ANZ Premiership was proudly brought to you by ANZ.